Hey guys, if you guys were wondering, the offer to join the Western Wilds is still open. Anyone can join. You have to be over the age of 7 and at least have $200 on Red Dead Online. With that said, enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, basically, I'm going to be looking at all the gang members' grave sites. And, if you haven't played through at least an hour of the game, the first two are not going to be much of a spoiler to you, but if you haven't played the game in any context, haven't seen the game in any context, please either go watch like a video gameplay, like go search up like maybe your favorite YouTuber, see if they've done a full playthrough of the game, maybe watch a bit of it and then come back and see where those locations are, then watch the rest of it, then come back, or just watch the whole entire thing and come back in like 2 or 3 days when you're done watching it, because I don't know if you guys have the time to be watching a whole entire probably 3 or 4 hour video just to come back here to see where everyone, where the grave sites were and stuff like that. I'm actually covering up the first one because I don't want people to get spoilers, but I'm going to turn around in about 5 seconds, so if you guys, like I said, haven't played this game, haven't seen this game in any context, if you guys have the money, like $60, or maybe in Walmart it's cheaper, or something like that, I recommend you buy the game. It's actually a really, really good game, and if you're ever considering buying it, go ahead. Right now is a really good time to buy it. So you can actually play the experience yourself, but if you don't have that kind of money, I understand. Go watch a video if you want, but if you don't want to and you're just holding off, that's fine. So now that those people have clicked off, I'm gonna turn my back and show you guys the first grave site. Now the first grave site is Jenny Kirk. Now, Jenny Kirk actually doesn't have any appearance, like, visually. You can only, I believe, see her in your journal. So let's go ahead and see if we can find her in the journal. I'm going back a really long time. Let's see if we can find Jenny. Believe there's a picture of Jenny. That is Jenny right there. Read. Jenny, a sweet young girl we met abandoned on the roadside, and Micah and Outlaw Dutch met in a bar someplace. Dutch seems very taken with Micah, who is pretty hot-headed. I'm gonna let you guys read that, but I don't feel like reading it right now. I've read it so many times. But that picture right there, that is Jenny. That's really the only, picture that we've ever seen of Jenny. And that's probably as much as we're gonna see of Jenny, other than that picture in her grave. I'm actually not sure how she died. I kind of forgot how she died. I think she either died to the cold or got shot. I'm not 100% sure, I kind of forgot. But yeah, in all of my hours playing this game, and all my runs playing through this game, and all the years that I've played this game, honestly, I have never visited any of the grave sites other than Arthur Morgan's. That was a big bomb that just got dropped right there, but I'm being truthfully. The only one that I've seen is Arthur Morgan, and if you guys have played through the story, that wasn't as big of a bomb, but if you guys have at least known the player you play as for the first few chapters, then, you guys are probably, shocked right now, but, yep, that's why I gave a spoiler warning. You were warned. So that was the first one. We are going to move on to the second one. I will see you guys when we get to Coulter. Peace. Hello guys, I am back. We are in the second location, which is actually Davey Calendar. Davey Calendar actually got, I believe, shot. We actually don't have a Mac calendar grave site. I'm very, very sad about that. We actually don't have any like gameplay of Mac calendar. But, you know, there was going to be a prologue showing Jenny, Davey. Well, Davey's seen, but, like, he's dead and he has quarters on his eye. When you, in the first, like, 15 minutes, there's already a gang member dead. Which is, the first time I played this game, it blew me away. Like, in the first 15 minutes, an important character is dead. You know, someone that was on the ferry, you know, that was kind of like, whew, that's crazy to me that he's dead in the first 15 minutes. But after a while, I kind of forgot the Calendar brothers. But when they got mentioned, I was like, oh yeah, that's that guy and those guys. But you never get a Mac calendar, you only get a Davey calendar. The interesting thing is you can actually see his X on the map when you're riding with Dutch to go meet with Micah to go investigate this Adler's ranch. Unfortunately got burnt down. But yeah, that happened. So now moving on, there's one thing that I have to say about the X on the map when you see Davey Calendar dead. Davey Calendar's grave is actually already made before you even get there. So there's been like modders that have like gone into a free, like paused the cutscene and like went into like a zoom mode and went to Coulter before you guys even arrive there, and boom, Davey Calendar's grave is there, and while you guys are riding toward Coulter, Davey's alive. So really his grave was there before he died. Play the Illuminati music. I just blew your mind. And with jokes aside, let's move on to the next one. I will see you guys when we get to, I believe, somewhere near Rhodes. Yep. I will see you guys when we get to Sean Mcguire's grave. See. One fast travel and a really long trip later, we have finally arrived at number 3, which is Sean Mcguire. I didn't tell you guys, but I'm gonna actually try my best to tell you guys how they died. If you guys haven't fully played through the story and you guys just want, you know, to know. So you know, Sean Mcguire was actually killed in Rhodes during a mission. I don't know the name, I forgot about it. But he got shot in the side of the face, and it was actually really, really graphic, because like Sean's face, side of his face was actually taken off in the process. So the side of his face was taken off, and you know, Bill picked him up and I guess buried him near camp, because you know, I believe chapter 3 camp is not too far from here. I think it's that direction, the direction I was just walking toward. But yep, that is Sean Mcguire, and now we're gonna go on to number 4, which is actually right near Shady Belle, so I'll see you guys there. Okay, well, we've made it to number 4, which is actually Kieran Duffy. I actually, you know, pretty surprised. This is the first one that ain't covered with stones. Well, sort of not covered with stones. With jokes aside, Kieran, I'm not actually 100% sure how he died. Honestly, you know, his head in the cutscene, which shows him dead, his head is like cut off like the Headless Horseman, and his like body is like like his hands are like holding his head like below his hips, and like his body's facing forward, and his horse rides into camp by itself, and then all of a sudden a gunfight bursts out and Kieran's horse bucks his corpse off and his head goes rolling, and it's really, really cruel and graphic. Actually, I didn't really like Kieran that much, so it wasn't really an upsetting moment, but you know, a lot of people like Kieran. I personally don't like Kieran. but he was I guess an okay character. It's actually kind of hard to read, but it says R.I.P. Kieran Duffy. I don't know how anybody figured out his last name. I never knew it was Kieran Duffy. I thought it was just Kieran. So, that's his gravesite. We're gonna move on to number 5 and 6, and once we get to number 5 and 6, you're gonna know why it's 5 and 6, and not just 5 and then 6. And I guess you guys will figure out once you get to 5 and 6. I'll see you guys there. See you guys. Okay, I said once I got to 5 and 6 that I would explain. So, number 5 is Hosea Matthews, and number 6 is Lenny Summers. Now, let me explain. This is going to be very, very confusing. They die in the same exact mission, but the reason that Lenny is not number 5 and number 6 is because if you haven't noticed, I'm going in the order that they've died the best that I can, because I'm just going off the internet and my knowledge, because the last time I played through this game, and I've played through this game multiple times, the last time I played through this game was 4 weeks ago. So I'm going off memory from years ago, 4 weeks ago, 2 years ago, 1 month ago. I've played through this game many times, and I enjoy it. And the only time I haven't enjoyed it was when I played through it the one time and there was a bunch of bugs, which was probably my 3rd or 4th time going through the game. So, like I said, on my 4th attempt, I went and visited Arthur, and that was really it. So, yes. Hosea is pushed by Ancient Milton and shot in the back, and he falls to the ground and dies outside of the bank, which commences a huge gunfight where Arthur, has to kill a bunch of Pinkertons in the street along with your gang members. And then you have to blow a hole through a wall to get to a fire escape to get to the roof. And then you are told to go with Lenny to scout ahead, basically. Kind of how Lenny went with Micah. So Lenny went first, running across the roof tops, and 2 Pinkertons busted the door and shotgun Lenny in the stomach. Lenny falls over. You are immediately put in the dead eye to fire upon them, and they both die, both of the Pinkertons, and Arthur kinda mourns Lenny's death for a second, and then has to move on because you're getting chased by like 50 Pinkertons at that point. So that is Hosea Matthews and Lenny Summers. I will see you guys once I get to number 7, I believe. Yes, number 7. And we have finally made it to number 7. I'm sorry it's nighttime. I can't set up a camp right now. I guess there's bounty hunters after me. This is kind of convenient. I'm at Susan Grimshaw's, grave, little necklace on it. I believe that's a picture necklace. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna look at it right now, but I believe that's a picture necklace. It's a little short for Susan, but that's my attention to detail. I'm actually using Micah's revolver, aiming at her grave while I'm using a torch, because in the final mission the final mission as Arthur, she is shot in the stomach with Micah's revolver. Micah shoots her and she falls to the ground and eventually bleeds out, and that commences a huge gunfight. And this is Micah's revolver here. I'm not lying to you. I actually found it in Mount Hagen. That is Micah's revolver that killed Mrs. Grimshaw. And if you have a lower honor rating, this is actually the revolver that kills Arthur Morgan if you choose to save and help John Marston get off the mountain, and you have a low honor rating, he'll pick up the gun his other revolver that he dropped, because there's actually two of these, but you can't actually get two of them. You actually only have to have one of them. He shoots Arthur square blank in the face with this revolver. You know, I've had all of the endings, and you know, this writing here on the barrel actually isn't written until after the story. So it's either because of what happened, you know, during the events of the final mission with Arthur. I don't know. But it says vengeance is hereby mine. So, you know, I've never seen that on his gun until after the epilogue. You actually can't get this handle or this writing anywhere else. You can't get like the scratches or anything. Like the scratches are like specially for his revolver. And like there's some bits of silver, but it's like worn. So you can't get this like worn color. I don't think there's any special stats on this gun other than it has like a little bit more damage, but you know, it's not in the best state right now, and I don't feel like keeping it in a good state because I feel like this gun, you know, is kind of stupid. I don't really like this gun because it was used by the person that literally killed me. So, you know, I don't really use this revolver much, but you know, sometimes I'll use it. Maybe if I go back to like chapter 2 or chapter 1, I'll like put it on, because like before that time you only have like one holster, so I'll just use it like that. But you know, we're gonna go head to the final burial location, which is gonna shock most of you guys that haven't played through the game. But yeah guys, I'll see you guys once I get there. And finally, we've made it to the last gang member spot, which actually really upsets me that we're at this spot and this is the gang member, because this particular gang member is the actual gang member that you play as for like the whole story basically, and that is Arthur Morgan. You know, his grave could be different in two different ways. It can be flowers with different writing, or it could be this with no flowers and writing. It says, bless those who are mourn. I actually can't read that very good, but if you guys know what that says, please tell me down in the comments. I can't really read that much very good because it's like kind of sideways and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't read it that well, but this is the final spot, which is actually a really hard spot to get to, which you can see basically the whole entire map from here. You can see the Snowy Mountains, you know, you can see the Cumberland Forest, I almost said Fort Mercer, Fort Wallace, you know, the Great Plains, New Austin all the way out there. You know, you can probably see some of New Hanover. You can see Saint Denis that way, and Lemoyne and the swamps that way. So you know, this is a very beautiful spot. Really like this place. You know, if you guys didn't know, you could actually find an animal sitting right next to here. If you had low honor, it will be like a wolf or like a black coyote, and if you had good honor, it will be like an eagle. And you actually can't kill that animal, and I guess it was some kind of spirit animal. So yeah, that never happens in any of the other ones other than, you know, Arthur Morgan. When I first got here, I was like, is Arthur Morgan's grave even here? Because I was all the way up there and I didn't see it blended in. So this is the most beautiful spot. If you visit here as Arthur Morgan, you don't get any special dialogue. You know, I'm not going to go over the way he died, because there's like 3 or 4 different ways I believe he can die. So, yep, with that said, we are going to end the video here. you know, I'm gonna actually disclose all the locations right now. So I'm gonna start from which way they died. So that is Jenny, Kirk, Davey, Calendar. Let's move all the way down here. Sean Mcguire is right there. That is Kieran Duffy. That is 5 and 6. Hosea Matthews and Lenny Summers. Sorry. Susan Grimshaw, and the very last one, Arthur Morgan. Those are all the gang members that died in this time frame. There's a lot of other gang members that you see in Red Dead 1 that die, like Bill, Javier, and Dutch, and also, as you guys know, John Marston in RDR 1. You know, Jack Marston, he never died to our understanding. I don't see him as a member of the gang, so if he does ever die in a different game, I'm just gonna say no, he wasn't ever a part of the gang. He was just kind of forced to ride with them. So, you know, Abigail Roberts was obviously someone else that died. That was a part of the gang, because she was a part of the gang. Jack was born into the gang. He wasn't a part of it. He never wanted to be a part of it. He says that multiple times. And so does his parents, that he wasn't a member of the gang. He was forced into that life. So, you know, I don't consider him as one, and I don't think anyone else does. But there might be a few people that do. There's actually another thing you can visit down here, which is like I don't know how to say it, like a weird house, like a hill house from like Harry Potter or something. Mysterious Hill Home is what it says. But yep, that's it for today's video, and yep, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. I forgot to mention this in the title, but I actually posted my 300th video on YouTube a few days ago. You know, I'm very happy about that, and for that milestone, I just wanted to let you guys join my online sessions on Red Dead if you guys wanted to. All you have to do is comment #join, like, and subscribe. And that's all you have to do to be entered, and once you're entered, you can talk to me and even possibly join my crew. So with that said, peace out.